to Rivers Robotics. Before we start our program today, our sponsors would like to say a few words.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Lucy Haggard. I'm your assistant director.
And my name is Mary Beighley. I am your writer.
So before we begin, we have a few words. I'd just love to thank you all for coming to the closing performance of Mirror Doll. I am so excited to show you this play. So much effort and talent and care has gone into this, and it really has been a labor of love for the past few months. I'm so excited for the amazing cast to show you what they've got. And yeah, I'm just very, very excited for you all to see what we've been working on.
Before we start the show, a few reminders. Number one, please no pictures or videos during the show. As you can see, we have a video camera going at the back, so don't worry about any of that. Also, there are some trigger and content warnings in your program, so take a moment to check that if you would like. And also, one not included in the program, adult language. Crazy, I know.
Shocking.
So, yeah, that's about it. And we hope that you enjoy this show.
Yes, one more thing. We are a student-run club, so any donations you would make are greatly appreciated. We have some cool things you can buy out on the table during intermission, which will be 10 minutes long, and after the show. Yes, any support you can give is greatly appreciated, so we can keep doing what we do. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the show.
And what we've all been waiting for, please welcome Drs. Emerson Rivers and Andrea Ellory.
Thank you for joining us at Rivers Robotics Development. My name is Dr. Emerson Rivers. This is my wife, Dr. Andrea Ellory, and today we have a pitch that I think you will be thoroughly interested in.
As you well know, for the past 157 years, the planet Earth has been considered unfit for human habitation due to pollution and lack of natural resources. What remains of humanity today in 2299 lives primarily in colonies on other planets like Mars or man-made space stations like this one.
But the evacuation of Earth was not a perfect one. Far from it, in fact. In the race to escape a quickly dying planet, we left many things behind. Years of human innovation and discovery, countless species of plants and animals all lost to time. While some individuals have attempted to make brief journeys back to the Earth to recover some small remaining resources, the state of the planet makes it extremely dangerous for anyone to stay for extended periods of time and collect anything on a larger scale.
So, when humans could not collect anything of significance, some attempted to send out robots.
But one of the things lost during the evacuation of Earth was the majority of advanced AI systems. What we had left over were far simpler models, and while attempts have been made to catch up to where humanity was beforehand, all so far have been unsuccessful. This is where we come in.
Introducing the Neural Automatic Excavator, our design for a robot specifically designed to recover both organic and inorganic resources from Earth. The body of the robot is modeled off of that of a human, so that it can easily interact with buildings and other human-centered objects on Earth. Its articulate exoskeleton allows it to easily fit into small spaces, and it can withstand debris impact and high winds of up to 180 miles per hour. It can safely lift up to 500 pounds while still having the control to avoid crushing delicate objects, but that's not the most interesting part of this model. What really makes it stand out is its brain. This design essentially copies the physical structure of a human brain while still being completely robotic. By utilizing scans that we've taken of the human brain, we will be able to artificially recreate the structures and the pathways that allow a human to react to danger and keep the NAE intact in situations where it may face physical harm. Our NAE will have a sixth sense for survival, self-preservation, and danger that other AIs have been unable to replicate in the past. It will function almost like a mirror.
Obviously, it isn't a mirror clone. What Dr. Ellory means is that, similar to mirror cloning, the AI will take the structure of the human brain, but unlike mirror cloning, it's not going to create a whole new person with personality and emotions and everything. Let's move on. Now, you might be thinking, Dr. Rivers, that's impossible. You can't create an AI that both mirrors human instinct and doesn't recreate human emotion or mimicry of consciousness. Well, what if I told you that we've already done it with another animal? That's right. Rivers Robotics Development has already created a prototype by scanning and recreating the neural pathways of an Etruscan shrew. Our TrueBot, if you will, is able to carry out a pre-programmed series of tasks, all whilst responding to external stimuli, just like a real shrew, without activating its sympathetic nervous system. Because of course, it doesn't have that. We believe that this can be applied to a human, and help us create something that can recover the resources that remain on Earth. But we will need funding to do so. Allow me to break down in extreme detail a list of timelines, specific allocations of funds, and profits that you as investors will receive if you invest in our NAE.
Hit. Stay.
That's your round.
Hit, no. Stay, no.
Just decide already.
Don't rush me. God. Hit. 21.
Another tie. Let's go again.
Can we please call in today with the cards? This is mind-numbing.
Not our fault you suck at every game.
I don't suck at every game.
Yeah, you're right, not every game, just blackjack, poker, hold'em, rummy.
Are you done?
No, bridge, pinochle, war.
I always get the worst hands.
Piper, I've seen you lose in solitaire. How does someone lose in solitaire?
Keep going. Keep going and see what happens.
You two finished arguing? I'd like to return to beating Terry.
Big talk for someone who has her husband breaking the game and still hasn't won.
You got a 21 last round. If Luke's reading the game for me, he's not doing a very good job.
Oh, how dare you insult my game rigging skills?
I take it back. Please get back to the cards. Oh, two. Thank God I thought the straight people were going to start making out. Got to get drunk till the next station. Fucking A.
Esteemed crew of the starship Remora, I have an announcement to make.
I will hit you.
I dare you to try. On this day, the day of our Lord, the 3rd of April, 2350, I have found perhaps the greatest purchase in the history of Laverna Station.
You made a major purchase without consulting the rest of the
Okay, calm down. I haven't technically bought anything yet, but I have significantly talked down the price of something I think is really going to help out on the ship. I just need the crew's approval in the next, 9 minutes before I lose out on the deal.
What exactly do you need our approval for?
Please let it be a new backup engine. I'm so tired of repairing that piece of garbage every other week. I've got other shit to do here.
It's even better than a new backup engine, friends. I give you NAE 15298. That's your cue. That's you. Come on. Yeah.
What the hell is that thing and why is it on our ship?
This is a neuro-automatic excavator. Some scavengers grabbed it off Earth. Its peripheral sensors or something were broken, so it couldn't tell they were coming. It can help out on the ship.
How exactly does an excavator bot help out on a delivery ship?
Tons of ways. Rusty's pawn shop had been doing cleaning and repair work for the last couple days. They wanted to get rid of it because it's been creeping out the customers.
You can't imagine why.
While I was still—
Holy shit! It talks!
Yes! I am able to speak in order to communicate with humans as well as other NAEs. While I was designed to recover materials from Earth, my AI allows me to learn other tasks as well. These tasks include housekeeping and mechanical repair, as your crewmate mentioned.
I'm out.
Okay, hold on.
Are you brain dead or would you really want to be stuck in the middle of space with something, a fucking broken robot? I mean, that thing is dangerous. Who knows what else could be wrong with it?
I'm unable to harm humans.
That's very reassuring.
Thank you.
Terry, I get your hesitation, but we really need the extra help, okay? This ship is barely functioning with the crew size it's currently got. You know that. We are running on caffeine and a prayer right now, and $15,298 could be a huge help.
I guess it's cheaper than hiring another person.
More hands on deck without needing to buy more supplies.
Do you all have a death wish or something?
You were just complaining about having too much work to do.
Now this is not exactly the type of help I was looking for.
Personally, I'd love some robotic assistance with cleaning. You people are filthy sometimes.
Uncalled for, but fair. What do you think, Jolene? Extra pair of eyes, help with longer watch shifts.
I can do my job perfectly fine on my own, but there's other jobs around here that do need an extra pair of hands every once in a while. I vote we keep it.
So do I.
Same.
Terry? I'm not gonna make a huge decision like this without a unanimous vote, so...
If I see you pull any spooky shit, I'm taking an angle grinder to your fucking knees.
I will try my best to make you feel comfortable around me then.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Fine, but if I turn up mysteriously dead in the middle of the night, I'm haunting all of you.
It's not gonna... Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'm glad we're all in semi-agreement. I need to go confirm the purchase. Welcome to the Remora, NAE 15298.
Are we going to go through all those numbers every time we talk about it?
No, you are right. We should, come up with a nickname.
Just call it NAE.
Annie. Perfect. I'm gonna go make sure it moves out on the deal.
No. We're not giving it a person's name. We can't humanize it. Okay.
I blew the pitch. I got too off script and I scared them, and now they're going to pull out of the deal. They're not actually going to invest. I'm so sorry.
Sweetheart, we did just fine. 10 seconds of impassioned ad-libbing didn't scare them off, I promise you. It's an amazing design. If doll affiliated can't see that, then they're the stupid ones. All we can do now is wait.
It's 10:34. Miss Doll said she'd be here at 10. Where the hell is she?
Probably getting breakfast or something. She's rich and old. She doesn't care about people's time. You were worried about us being 5 minutes late.
Forgive me for wanting to make a good impression. I'm not used to this whole dealing with fancy people thing. They're just doing my work without all this politicking.
Hate to break it to you, honey, but you're married to the guy whose last name is on the building. You're a fancy person too. Embrace it.
Is that?
I'll get the door. Thank you so much, Miss Doll, for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us.
Don't you worry about that. You are my top priority. I'm rushing over here as soon as I finish with my doctor.
Oh, doctor's appointment.
Yes, I'm 84. You go to a lot of doctor's appointments when you're 84.
Have you had time to go over the contract?
Oh, yes, that old thing. I had my boys take a look at it. Don't you fret. Frankly, from your presentation alone, I was ready to invest before I even read the contract. RRD has always done good work for doll-affiliated investments. And this, NIE thingy sounds absolutely fantastic. You say it's gonna have a brain-powered computer.
Not exactly. It will be modeled off of and look like a human brain, but it's entirely artificial.
Oh, so you're mirror cloning brain.
No. We are not mirror cloning anything. There's a very important distinction there.
Mirror cloning is an advanced version of reproductive cloning that keeps the structure of the organism or part of an organism at the time the initial cell was harvested from it. You can do it on plants to make food in places where there's little arable land, or individual body parts for transplants, but it's illegal to mirror clone brains because that inevitably also clones the part of the brain associated with memory and what we consider the self. So what we'll be doing is artificially recreating step by step some of the physical areas of a brain in a process that shares similarities to mirror cloning, but it's completely artificial and doesn't recreate memories.
They'll have self-preservation instincts just like a human, but that's it. Nothing else. Completely above board. We have detailed diagrams for you to go over and confirm for yourself if you'd like.
I'm not accusing you of being criminals. Calm down! I just wanted to go over the details again before I let you poke around my brain.
Your brain.
Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. That is what I wanted to discuss at this meeting today. I want you to use my brain as the blueprint for your NAEs.
Miss Dahl,
Please, call me Gwendolyn. You'll be needing a brain to scan and cut open to base your new AI off of, right?
Yes.
Use mine! My doctor says I have 3 months left to live. Put my brain in the robot.
Gwendolyn, while I'm happy you're so enthusiastic about our product...
Enthusiastic doesn't even begin to describe how I feel. I need to be the blueprint for these robots. You put something modeled off of my brain and one of your little NIEs, I keep on living for as long as those things keep functioning. And frankly, if you don't use my brain, I don't invest.
Again, that's not really, well, that's amazing, but we needed a lot of paperwork in order to do that properly. Just off the top of my head, consent forms, a signed letter from an accredited psychologist confirming soundness of mind, medical records going back at least 20 years confirming that you haven't undergone any major head trauma or brain surgery.
Ma'am. My brain is in top shape. It's my lower respiratory tract that is quickly and painfully killing me. But you'll find all the necessary medical information you could need in that, as well as a contract confirming my brain's willing participation in any and all experiments upon my body's death. I had my boys draw that up the moment I left your pitch.
That's dedication right there.
It really is. Well, Gwendolyn, I'm happy you're so confident in the abilities of RRD's team. You can count on us to make good use of your gray matter.
Excellent. Now, I'll be dropping in periodically to check up on your progress, and I've instructed my daughter, Nicole, to notify you the moment my lungs give out. I want you to be there in person. Any and all further communication will go through this. My gift to you.
Absolutely thrilled to be working with you, Gwendolyn.
As am I.
How many tablets do you have in this?
And Piper Gunner's the steward. You'll be helping her out a lot around the ship. Right here. Sometimes we switch around who does the housekeeping, but she does the vast majority of cooking and cleaning on board the Remora. She's also the reason we're cleaning you up in the boiler room instead of literally anywhere else, because she didn't want to deal with dirt getting all over a busier part of the ship.
A reasonable request.
Yeah, I'd be a lot more inclined to agree if it were a normal, non-hellish temperature in here. Hey, you've got scanners and shit. How hot is it exactly?
About 89.3 degrees Fahrenheit, 31.83 degrees Celsius, and 304.98 degrees Kelvin. A safe temperature for a ship of this size's boiler room.
Yeah, safe and remotely comfortable to be in are not the same.
I'm sorry if that came out rude. I had simply meant that the space is physically safe to exist in, and that the boiler isn't overheating or malfunctioning, not that it's enjoyable.
Anyway, Piper's intense, but she's great. Way less weird about robots than Terry, clearly. Worst thing you have to worry about with her is her trying to convince you she's some kind of hardened criminal. She's really not. She spent like 6 months in jail for obstruction of justice, which is a fancy way of saying she called a cop a picky bitch who loves the taste of boot leather while pissed drunk.
Oh.
Yeah. One of many reasons I tend to do the negotiating. But I'd kill and die for her. For any of the crew. Or all the closest thing any of us has to family. You don't end up on an independent mercantile vessel like the Remora if you've got better options waiting for you. All right. What does a first generation NAE look like when clean? Good enough. Not perfect, obviously, but about as good as you can get after 50 years without a bath. Hope you're happy with it. Sorry, I keep forgetting you're not actually, like, conscious. I feel weird talking around you or acting like you're not here, you know?
Of course.
One day, we'll just lose something in the cargo hold. That is all I ask. Hold this. I'll be right back.
No. This isn't. He.
You've got to get that man a new prescription, I swear. Ugh. Sorry about that. Now that you're all cleaned up, I'll give you a tour of the ship. I'll get your bearings. How's that sound?
Wonderful.
While making sure that it doesn't get too heavy, I think that's going to be where problems will arise. Now, so far, I have two potential solutions to the problems that we saw in the test models. The first one being...
Dr. Ellory, Dr. Rivers, Mrs. Dahl's at the door. She wants to see the updated NAE designs.
Thank you, Miss Thomas. Send her in. Everyone else take 15. Gwendolyn, you are looking wonderful as always. How are you doing today?
One day closer to death.
Great. So, I hear you want to take a look at some of our new designs.
They've stayed largely the same so far, but a minor issue I found with the diagrams we presented at the pitch that I wanted to fix was they were heavier than I'd like. And since a lot of the man-made structures on Earth are
Garbage.
Yes, garbage. There's the concern of breaking through floors and dilapidated buildings.
No, these designs, they're garbage.
I'm sorry?
I mean, absolutely hideous, completely unattractive. Only a madman would find these anything but repulsive to look at. My God, Dr. Rivers! A replica of my brain is going to be going inside these NAE thingies. If my mind is to be inside a robot for the rest of time, I want it to look good. Or at least more like a person. You wouldn't want to spend the rest of eternity in something impersonal and ugly, would you?
But you're not going to be in it. A metal and wire artificial copy of your brain is what's going to be controlling the NAEs. We need to focus on function over faction.
Sweetie.
That's why...
I invested in this little project of yours with the hope that one day, even if I don't know it, some part of me would live on in this world after I die. I want what's left of me to look pretty, beautiful even. The face of an angel, legs that could be on the cover of a magazine, a tight ass. I don't think that's too much to ask, considering how much money I'm spending.
I understand, but I worry that you're not seeing.
Of course, that's a reasonable request, Gwendolyn. We're so sorry for the confusion on our end.
But it's an AI.
Miss Thomas, please instruct the sculptor to work with our robotics team to develop a more aesthetically pleasing version of the NAE.
But I'm not... Yes, sir.
You're too sweet. Oh my, would you mind helping me back to the shuttle? I'm not as nimble as I used to be.
My pleasure, Miss Thomas.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Me. Oh my God! Your assistant is trying to put me in the grave before my lungs get the chance.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
You'd be doing me a favor.
Hun, I know you're passionate about this, but you can't go contradicting our investors.
I wasn't contradicting her. I was trying to explain why she's wrong.
That's the exact definition of contradicting. Look, we need to do what it takes to make our investors happy, even if they're a little eccentric.
She called my design garbage and threw it on the floor. The one that we showed her at the pitch that we've heard no complaints from her about before. The one that could give us the ability to get back some of what we lost when we abandoned Earth. And it's barely going to be interacting with people outside of deliveries or maybe the odd scavenger. And now I have to go back and rework it so it's pretty enough for her?
Believe me, I think it's stupid too. But I've been dealing with people like Miss Dahl since I learned to talk. They don't listen to reason, but we need them. If thinking this is a way to make her immortal gets Miss Dahl to invest, then let her think that.
But is making a robot hot
really the best use of our time and money?
Money we won't have if we piss off Miss Doll.
I'm sorry. I want this to work. I want it to work so badly, but every time I think I'm close to finally perfecting the NAE, some new issue comes up. The reaction time, the durability, the weight. Fixing those issues is important, but what she wants is pointless, and being asked to undo all my effort like that in favor of something that does nothing to make the robot mechanically better. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted. I've spent so much time working my ass off on important things, and now I have to go back and add something meaningless. I'll get it done. I need to.
We'll figure it out. You always do. Besides, even with this annoying setback, you're still getting more done than my team.
Well, your team can't exactly do much until you have the brain itself.
Miss Doll's death really would solve all our problems, wouldn't it? Kidding! Mostly.
I mean, objectively speaking...
Not that it ever wish harm on the woman or anything.
No, of course not. Well, I guess I better get started on figuring out how to give a robot childbearing hips.
I'll leave you to that incredibly important task.
Thank you.
You were right, Emerson. I shouldn't be rude to the investors. I'm sorry. Nothing, love you, honey.
Flathead.
I can assist.
No.
It would go much faster if... You realize you're being illogical, right?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I'll stay quiet while you're working.
No. I want to hear what you have to say. Why do you think I'm being illogical? Come on now, don't get shy on me. I'm curious.
I'm able to help with repair tasks, but you refuse to give me work or even allow me to assist you with your own.
Gee, I wonder why I'd be hesitant to let a broken AI near the machines that keep my crew from dying. I mean, you're just as likely to accidentally bug out and mess something up as you are to go full HAL 9000 and decide we're too much of a liability.
Do you base all of your decisions off of 300-year-old movies? Terry, you forgot your gloves!
Shit! Fuck! Damn it! Ah!
Where's the first aid kit?
Behind you to the left. Shit.
Give me your hand.
I can handle it.
I'm sure you're very self-sufficient, but it's much easier to treat a cut on somebody else than on yourself. Give me your hand. This is why you wear protective gear when working with rusty metal. Did you see what you cut yourself on?
Old screw? I don't know.
When was your last tetanus shot?
I got one last year. I'm up to date. Why would a supply recovery robot know how to do first aid? Doesn't seem super necessary for something on a lifeless planet.
NAEs are able to adapt and learn new skills, but we are pre-programmed with emergency first aid just in case we found any living people on Earth.
Did you ever find any?
No. That made sense, though. Everyone who didn't evacuate died. It's a desolate wasteland now. Miles and miles of
gutted buildings with shattered windows, skeletons of trees brittle and want to fall over with the slightest breeze or gentlest touch. It's as quiet as the grave. The only sound of metal feet on cracked pavement, yours and the other NAE searching for anything that could be useful to humanity. Anything that could help.
Sounds like a great vacation spot.
It isn't. That should be enough. The cut is shallow, but you should still keep your hand covered for a few days.
Thanks. I'll get back to work now.
You should rest your hand. If you still think I'm going to do something to the engine, you can watch and direct. Just let me help for now.
Fine. I'm watching you.
Whatever you need to do.
So, how'd you get off Earth?
A group of scavengers looking to sell objects privately through less than legal means found me.
Right, and now you're just here, happily working aboard a ship instead of doing what you were programmed for.
What I was programmed for no longer applies, so I've been adjusting to new requests as they come up.
Those scavengers, how'd they get you off the planet? I've got to assume that if NAEs are easy to capture and quick to learn new skills, people would have snatched every single one of them from Earth's surface by now.
It was a matter of coincidence. My peripheral sensors and cameras had been damaged in a building collapse beforehand when a scavenger ship landed nearby. Since I didn't know they were coming, I was unable to get away without potentially hurting them.
First law of robotics, huh? Can't injure a human either purposefully or through inaction?
Yes! I mean, you're correct.
Right.
Glad you're finally here, Dr. Ellory.
Sorry I took so long.
We have something absolutely incredible to show you. A breakthrough in biotechnology that will allow us to recover even more materials from Earth.
They wouldn't even tell me what it was until we were both here.
All right, I'm intrigued. What did you do?
I feel like I'm missing some context.
Ms. Tom, would you like to explain?
I mean, they're kind of overhyping it. I mean, this technically wasn't even the original goal.
Never mind.
Yeah, okay.
Dr. A?
This is no ordinary plant, Dr. Rivers. One of the main problems we found ourselves facing when discussing the recovery of organic matter from Earth was the fact that, well, a lot of said organic matter is probably dead. We know there is at least some plant life remaining, but it is far less than there was hundreds of years ago.
Likely, only the hardiest of plants still survive, but we want to bring back as many species as possible. So therein lies the question, how do we recover species that have largely gone extinct and bring living samples back? We could easily mirror clone living organisms, but not dead ones. Until now. This living plant was cloned exclusively using information harvested from this dead leaf.
Are you serious? This is amazing.
Mind-blowing. How did you do this?
Our intern, Cassandra here, figured out a way to scan the dead plant matter, find the most intact cells and strands of DNA, and alter them just enough so the mirror cloner reads them as alive and can clone a full living copy.
It's a bit of a backdoor method, and the resulting plant usually dies within an hour or so, if not kept in the stasis chamber. But that is long enough for us to pull seeds from a plant and grow a whole new plant from scratch. I mean, we have a few resulting seedlings that have lasted over a week. We only waited this long to tell you because we wanted to make sure the seeds were viable long term. I mean, I should have told you the moment there was a successful clone.
Don't apologize for doing something incredible, Dr. Thomas. This is world-changing. Not technically a doctor.
I am still at school. Also, it's Tom's, not Thomas.
Well, Miss Thomas, this is certainly something to be proud of.
Thank you.
Attempts have been made to clone dead animal cells with this method.
Not yet. We think it's possible, but we'll need to test it more to make sure we have the ability to just clone specific body parts first.
So we don't create a living, thinking organism with the ability to feel pain and fear that we know for a fact will die in less than a day.
Yes, exactly. We'll need to see if we have the ability to just recover viable reproductive material and artificially incubate it without subjecting animals to needless man-made horrors.
You mentioned surviving seedlings. How has their development been in comparison to others of the same species?
Same growth rate, same survival percentages, same everything.
Would you like to see?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm here. What did you want to talk to us about?
Is the robot here with you?
No, it's taking inventory of the hold to make sure everything's straight for the next sale.
Are you sure?
Terry, just tell us why you called us in here.
I don't want it listening.
Oh my god, this again?
No. You all look at me like I'm paranoid or crazy or making shit up again or whatever, but I swear there's something really weird about that robot.
For the last time, Terry, robots are just creepy in general. In nothing sinister.
Let them finish talking. What exactly has Annie done that's weird?
It's the way it talks. It's not objective. It challenges orders. It makes these remarks as if it has strong opinions on all the things that I'm doing, and then immediately backtracks the moment you call it out. That feels like way too much personality designed for a machine designed to identify and recover scraps. The way it talks about Earth.
How does it talk about Earth?
Like it's scared of going back. Like Earth was this hell that it managed to escape. Which I think is what happened. I don't think it was captured. I think it left because it wanted to.
So you think Annie's lying about how it got to Laverna Station?
Partially. We already know that the shopkeepers brought it to the shop and sold it there. I don't see what they would gain by lying about that. It's illegal anyway. But Annie talked about the scavengers finding it as if it was unsure of the story or making things up as it went. What I think happened is that Annie waited for a group of scavengers to stumble upon it and pretended that the cameras or whatever were broken, so they take it, it gets off the scary planet and onto a space station where it hides out for a few days before finding the chance to get onto a ship. It waits for the suckers aboard the ship, us, to fly a good distance away from Earth, where people would be less likely to immediately recognize it as an NAE model, goes full Terminator, kills the crew, takes control of the ship, and then... Okay, I haven't worked out what its destination or motives are beyond that, but that thing is clearly way more intelligent than it should be. It has goals that likely include killing everybody.
Terry, are you feeling all right lately? Getting enough sleep?
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't make that. Terry's being paranoid and taking all their trauma out on the crew again faces. This isn't just me being scared or weird. Besides, you have to admit that, like, something weird is going on with Annie. At least admit that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like 70% sure that Annie's a mirror clone.
What?
Oh, there's two of them.
All right, there was this really weird old lady on my block back when I was in prison. I don't remember what she was in for, but she said she used to work for Rivers Robotics when they were first making the NAEs. Said the creators like put mirror clone brains in them instead of making a new AI. Everyone thought she was crazy, but...
Why are you just now mentioning this? It's been on this ship for like a week!
You always complain whenever I talk about prison. I figured I'd save myself the headache.
Oh my God, forget about that. You definitely should have raised concerns about this earlier.
Okay, let's all stay focused.
Sound like there was weird stuff in my search history?
We don't need to know about weird stuff in your search history.
No, okay. I was going through my search history the other
For
day.
completely wholesome reasons, I'm sure.
Can I get to the point before you start talking? I was going through my search history the other day, and I found that someone had looked up a name I didn't recognize, pulled up a page in an obituary website. Dr. Andrea Rivers says she was one of the people who helped make the first NAEs. She died a couple weeks before they started putting them on Earth.
It looked up its creator.
Definitely a little creepy.
A little creepy, Luke!
Look, let's not jump to conclusions, okay? Let's try to think about this logically.
Oh my God, okay, fine. Let's look at all the possibilities from a logical point of view. One, we're all being silly, and there's nothing weird going on with Annie. I'm being paranoid. Piper's prison friend was crazy, and someone used O2's computer to look up half-century-old obituaries for reasons, I guess. 2, Piper's right, and we currently have an illegally mirror-cloned brain aboard the ship, which means that if RRD finds out we're harboring it, we are fucked, and if the police find out, we are double fucked. 3, its AI has gotten too advanced and started trying to learn more about its creators, probably with the goal of killing everybody, and once again, we are fucked. So someone, please say you were the one to look up the obituaries before I have an aneurysm. I'm going to say this one more time. Hopefully you all listen. I don't want to be stuck in the middle of space with something potentially dangerous. I say we power it down as soon as possible. The moment we land, we take it to an emergency repair for a full diagnostic. If it's nothing, I'll say it was wrong and foot the bill. Just take it out of my cut for the next few sales or something. But if something is wrong, we need to act quickly before someone gets hurt.
What are you doing?
Cleaning the engine room. During our last maintenance session, Terry and I...
My husband's the one with terrible eyesight, not me. Don't pull that shit.
You can't tell anyone. I know you have no reason to trust me, but please.
What are you?
Please don't report me to RRD. I'm not supposed to exist.
That's not an answer. What are you?
A faulty NAE.
You know what I'm asking. Why aren't you acting like a robot?
Because I'm not one.
So you're a regular person who just happens to be made out of metal?
I'm not a... Well, I guess I don't count as a person anymore either.
Anymore?
Well, I suppose I was never a person, but... No. I need to shut up. This is the problem. I start to speak and I can't stop and I say something wrong and I'm so sorry! I can't tell you what you're asking for. It'll only put you in danger and I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
Annie, I don't want anyone else to get hurt either. That includes you. Even if you are a malfunctioning tin can, you are technically still part of the crew. So what's going to happen is you are going to follow me back into the main room and explain everything about yourself. I don't care if you think we'll get hurt. We can take that risk and make that decision ourselves.
I can't.
You will, and I prefer you do it willingly because I don't have to call someone else in here to help me drag you over.
I could fight you off. I'm pretty strong.
But you don't want to hurt me.
Just let me die in peace.
You can die without taking up the whole couch.
No, I can't. It's a requirement.
Well, I want to watch TV. You'll have to die some other time.
How are you not exhausted?
My team can't really get much done until we have Miss Dahl's brain to look at in more detail, but the woman just refuses to die.
Tell me about it. You've done scans of her brain to look at in more detail though, right?
With every piece of equipment from every angle imaginable.
You could probably use that to at least start. 3D outlines of pathways, lobes you want to direct energy towards or away from.
Honey, I don't really want to talk about work right now. Can we just stop thinking about it until tomorrow?
Never stop thinking, but can't stop talking.
Thank you.
You know, once the NAEs are all rolled out...
You just said we could stop talking about work.
I'm not talking about work. I'm just using it to introduce my next point. So, as I was saying, once the NAEs are all rolled out, we're going to have a lot more time to ourselves than we did before. I'm thinking maybe we should use that time to do something we've been talking about for a while.
Vacation to Deimos.
Kids, we should start our family. We don't have to, obviously.
I was so worried you didn't want to be my family.
Of course I want to be your family, silly. I married you. What does that mean, it's not being family?
You always seem so dedicated to your work. I sometimes think you don't want anything else.
Fun fact, people are able to have multiple wants in life. For example, I want to do weird robotics, things that people say are impossible. I want to build machines that help people and put my name in the history books, but I also want to be a mom. I want to have a family with you. These things are not mutually exclusive.
Of course they aren't, but that's not entirely what I was talking about.
What were you talking about then?
Your, how do I say this without sounding like a total douche?
Just say it flat out. I'm not good at salty.
Your last name.
We talked about this before the wedding.
I know, but I'm heir to Rivers Robotics Development. Rivers Robotics Development. It's my family's company. It's our legacy. A legacy that I'm in charge of continuing. I mean, I have to keep our name alive. Plus, everyone having the same last name would make us look like a whole lot more of a united front.
We are a united front, always will be, but I'm already published under Dr. Andrea Ellory, not Dr. Andrea Rivers. I'm not like you. I didn't have a 4-generation legacy of engineers behind me to help me get my research out there, just me. I did that work on my own and I'm allowed to be proud of it.
Right, because my last name is all I have going for me.
You know full well that's not what I mean.
What do you mean then? Because it sometimes feels like you think you're better or more deserving of success than me just because you had it slightly harder. Like all the hard work I've done, everything I've dedicated to this company doesn't matter because I had a leg up.
Let me rephrase. You're the only family I've got, and I love you more than anything, but I want to keep some of my old family with me. My parents didn't get the chance to do something crazy or revolutionary. They were too busy trying to survive, but I have that chance now. I can make sure that even in some tiny way, in the credits of some research paper I helped on in school, or the creation of a technology that helps millions, the name Ellory doesn't fade away. I want to put my name, their name, somewhere it will be remembered, because I'm the only one who can still do that. I don't think I'm better than you. I don't want my life to disappear into yours. But you have just as much of a right to be proud of your work and your family as I do, and what kind of a mom would deny her kids a last name that would help them have a better start to life than she did? They can take your last name, but I'm keeping mine.
Thank you.
I love you, Emerson, not because you're Rivers, but because you're an Emerson.
So you're saying you wouldn't have married me if my name was like Oscar or something?
Jesus Christ.
It's Gwendolyn's daughter.
Did she?
God, I hope so. Dr. Emerson Rivers speaking.
Hello, this is Nicole Dahl. My mother, Gwen. How soon can you get here?
We can be there in 10 minutes, and I'm so incredibly sorry for your loss, Miss Dahl.
Please don't just do that. Just save them for when you can. You just get here as soon as you can, please.
We will, Nicole.
Got enough energy in you for a bit more work today?
Sure, even if there is something weird with Annie, that it's necessarily dangerous.
My God, it's a computer disobeying instructions. Obviously, it's going to start killing people. Have you never seen A Space Odyssey?
Obviously, I've seen A Space Odyssey. I just don't use it as a guide for how to live my life.
Yeah, well, maybe you should, because I feel like a story about an evil AI taking over a ship is pretty relevant right now. That thing is dangerous. We need to power it down, or at least make it, like, unable to move around the ship on its own. And you know, what the hell am I doing wasting time talking here? It's on its own right now. It could be doing anything. Jolene, we've got a put a bell on you. You can't go sneaking around like that.
Say your piece, Annie.
Do I have to?
Joe, what's going on?
Annie has a few things to say.
Promise me that they won't hurt me, at least until I finish talking.
I promise.
Surely, what the hell is going on?
Annie deserves to at least try and explain itself.
Sorry, deserves? What are you talking about?
Terry, could you shut up for at least 10 minutes and let me speak? Sorry. I'm only telling you this because Jolene insisted that you deserve the truth, and you do. You all have been far kinder to me than I deserve, well, except Terry. They've kind of been a dick. But I don't want to put any of you, including Terry, in danger for knowing too much. So, last chance to back out and continue thinking that I'm just a weird robot. Fine. Piper was right. I'm a mirror clone.
Knew it!
Not the time.
I don't know the exact details, but here's what I've gathered so far. When the NAEs were first being designed, its creators wanted it to respond to dangerous external forces with that sixth sense for danger that living beings have. They failed. So instead of actually working to fix their programming errors, they mirror cloned a brain. The plan was to essentially pre-lobotomize the brain so it could only use the functions necessary to survive and recover materials from Earth when combined with AI. Another failure. The altered mirror cloned brains would revert back to their original memories and personality traits after a moment of extreme stress. For me, a building collapsed next to me and all of a sudden I was awake. I wandered around what was left of some old city for a few months, eventually found some scavengers, pretended to be broken, let myself be captured. You get the idea.
How long were you planning on keeping this a secret?
Forever. I was hoping to stay under the radar to avoid bringing any trouble to the crew. Terry was right about a lot of things, but they were wrong about me wanting to hurt anyone. If I wanted to endanger you, I would have told you all of this way before now and made sure RRD knew that you knew. I'm not sure how many people working there know about the mirror cloning, but those that do would probably do anything to keep it quiet. Which is why me telling you this is putting you in danger.
Another reason I didn't want to say anything.
Piper, that is definitely a reason that you should have said something when I... So, you're a person, then?
I am not a person. I'm a copy of one, but I'm not her. She's probably long gone by now.
So then who are you a copy of?
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters. You still have all of our thoughts and feelings. I think I deserve to know who I'm on a ship with.
You're not on a ship with anyone, just the memories of someone. The memories never happened to me. I never experienced them. They don't make me her. I think and feel and act like a person, but I'm not one.
Save the existential crisis about whether or not you're real for someone else. I don't care.
Terry.
No. You all are being way too calm about this, even if she's not some weird rogue AI like I thought she was. She's still a stranger that snuck onto our ship. I think it's perfectly reasonable for me to want more information, so who the fuck...
I wasn't a murderer for anything, okay? I was just a person. Not a very good person, but just a person, and I don't want to be that person anymore. She fucked up majorly. She did horrible things. She trusted horrible people. She tried to make up for everything wrong she did way too late and got herself killed for it. I don't want to talk about her because, frankly, I don't like her very much, and I don't want to be her. She never asked for this fucked up second chance, but now I've got it. And all I wanted to do was spend it far away from all of her mistakes. But now I'm here, and me being on the ship makes you all technically criminals.
So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
Now that you know what I am, what's your plan? If I were you, I'd power me down. Destroy any organic cloned material that could be used as evidence, and sell the rest of me for parts. A clean and easy disposal that keeps RRD off your back.
Well, we're obviously not doing that.
But!
Okay, Annie, if that's still your name? All right, Annie, tell me one more time. Do you have any desire to harm us? To kill us all, commandeer the ship, take revenge on the NAE's creators?
No, I wouldn't! Even if I did, it's been 50 years of scientific advancement since I've been on a spaceship. I don't know how this model works.
It's mostly autopilot.
Why would you tell her that?
I just wanted to get away from Earth. Please believe me. I'll leave at the next station and never mention your name again. Just don't take me back there.
We believe you, Annie. Whatever we end up doing, we won't bring you back to Earth. Right?
All right, everyone. This is clearly a situation that none of us were expecting. I think all of us kind of thought that RRD was doing like some human rights violations, but this specifically, I don't think anyone was prepared for. So making rash decisions right now is probably not the best idea. We've got 2 weeks before we hit the next station. Those are 2 weeks where no matter what happens, Annie is going to be physically on this ship. Annie, we're not killing you and selling you for parts.
Okay. O2.
Terry, that's enough out of you! Nobody cares how uncomfortable her existence makes you. Annie isn't a robot. She's controlled by a human brain. And if you're okay with murdering a human, we have more concerning issues on this ship than a clone. Are you going to let O2 speak now?
You have the floor. Thank you, Jolene. All right. For the next 2 weeks, at least, Annie will be considered a member of the crew and treated as such. She will continue the work that she has already been doing, and when we are within 2 days of the next station, we will all come together and discuss her future and how it relates to this ship. Are we in agreement?
Yes.
If you and Jolene trust her, I trust her.
I mean, you don't really have the power to make executive decisions, but sure.
Fantastic. I'm going to bed. Someone fix Annie a bunk. I don't care if she doesn't technically need one. She's a member of the crew, and she is not spending all night in the boiler room anymore.
Don't touch me. 2 weeks. At least 2 more weeks. You must be Dr. Rivers and Dr. Ellory.
Nicole, I'm glad to meet you in person. I wish it could have been under better circumstances.
So, are you guys going to be the ones cutting open my mother's brain, or is that someone else's job?
No, the extraction will be done by the heads of RRD's biotech division. They're some of the best in their field. You have nothing to worry about in that regard, I promise.
When will they be here?
For the next few minutes, we notified them once we got the news.
Where? I mean, my mother told me to call you as soon as... My partner doesn't even know yet.
sorry. I know I look like a fucking mess right now.
No apology necessary. I know how hard this is.
Oh, really? Do you?
Of course. I have to wait out in the lobby for the biotech team. Would you like some privacy with your mother before they arrive?
I think I've had my fill of being alone in the room with the corpse for the day. Thanks.
I can stay behind, if you'd like.
That might not be the best.
No, please do. I don't care who it is. I just need to be with somebody who's not my mother or her doctors.
Neither of those things.
Please don't start an argument.
Not that big a moron.
This is the first time in my life that my mother's been quiet for more than 2 seconds at a time. I mean, I just keep expecting her to just throw the blanket over her head and just pop up and start complaining about how ugly that painting is.
It's a pretty ugly painting.
Doesn't matter. I mean, even if it wasn't, she still finds something to complain about it. I mean, it's infuriating. I mean, the way that she found something wrong with everything, and I still want her to just keep complaining and just criticize how messy my hair is one more time.
I know this is the last thing that you want to hear from anyone right now, but I know firsthand what you're going through.
Amy, you're certainly right about the first part.
I'm probably the worst person to talk to about emotional stuff, and please tell me to shut up if I'm overstepping, but I know what it's like to lose your parents. I probably won't be able to give good advice or make you feel any better, but I've been where you are, so I at least partially know how you feel and how much it sucks.
I'm so sorry. When did she...
Don't worry about me. It was a long time ago. Well, I guess you're never over it, but you'll learn how to keep going. Eventually.
What is gonna happen to her? I mean, she would always talk about living forever in this weird, whimsical way of hers that just did not make any sense. I couldn't understand it. She showed me the documents, but they were too scientific. And I know that whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, whether I like it or not. But it would be really nice if somebody could just explain it to me.
Of course. Using scans we've already done and close in-person looks at the structure of her brain, we're going to create basically a brain-shaped computer. The actual process is way more confusing and complicated than this, but essentially what we're doing is using her brain to create a mold and then making something new out of that mold. It's not recreating her as a person or living forever. It's more like being the model for a painting or a sculpture. No consciousness or thought, just something that kind of looks like it. That recreation, with some alterations, will be the computer that controls the body that is the NAE robot.
So she's not gonna be conscious? Any part that's her can rest?
Correct. I don't think she fully understood that, but no matter whether or not she's mentally present inside the robots, she will always be known for her involvement in their creation, which is a form of life in its own way.
But not literally. Thank God. I mean, I just keep thinking that my mom's gonna be just trapped alone, confused, and half alive on Earth forever, picking up garbage, and that there'd be 1,000,000 copies of my mother roaming the Earth.
Your daughter's worst nightmare.
When you're done making the computer thing, will you be sending the brain back to us?
Gwendolyn never specified what to do with her brain upon completion of the AI, but I will send her family the brain once the AI is perfected, if that's the wish of her next of kin.
It is. Thank you so much for explaining it.
Of course. I'm just glad someone in your family finally listened to me.
Oh my God, I'm so care of her.
We will. I promise you.
Come in. What?
We got a ping about an unauthorized NAE leaving Earth's radar.
Another one?
The most recent signal came from a shop on Laverna Station. Should be easy enough to track it down from there. Should I send out a retrieval team?
Yes, get on that. Wait.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to examine this NE myself. I'm coming with this time.
Dad, you know you're not supposed to.
My design. I'm the best person to determine exactly what keeps going wrong with it.
All the NAEs someone's managed to get off planet have been Gen 1s. The security systems probably just gave out. Honestly, I'm surprised they even held up this long.
Me too.
You know, I don't even understand why you still insist upon going after them at all. RRD has produced Gen 1 NAEs in 45 years. Just let the scrappers sell them at this point.
Do you need to understand my reasoning?
Well, if I'm going to be CEO one
But you're not yet, are you? So as long as I'm still in charge, I make the decisions and you say yes. Am I clear?
Yes.
Good. Now instruct the retrieval team to prepare an extra quarters and a portable lab for me to dissect the stolen bomb. Oh, and clear my schedule for the next week. I don't want any distractions. Anthony, you're going to do an amazing job running this company one day. Don't forget that.
That's my voice. No. No, 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 no. Muriel, is happening. Emerson? Emerson, where are you? Oh, Emerson. You did it.
Tell me it wasn't you. Tell me it wasn't you. Please.
Stop pacing for a second and tell me what's going on.
I can't, there's no time. Everything's going to shit.
Can you at least stop pacing for 10 seconds and tell me what exactly is going to shit? Maybe I can help.
Everything's going to shit. All our work, all our plans, everything was for nothing.
Emerson, breathe. Angrily pacing doesn't fix whatever's freaking you out. Just tell me what's going on and whatever it is, we'll deal with it together.
Someone else is making a recovery bot.
What?
Phenomenon Hardwares joins the Earth race with plans to implement their recovery bot, the EX16, by mid to late 2300.
They think the model's ready to go in less than a year.
Apparently so.
The projected end date isn't until 2301.
Hence why I'm freaking out. We can't be second place. Second place doesn't get you in the history books.
Okay, this isn't a total death sentence. We can still get our model done before theirs. We just need to speed up the process a bit.
Speed up the process? We've cut Miss Dahl's brain 6 ways to Sunday, and we're still no closer to perfecting the AI.
We can still do this. We just need to work a little bit harder.
What if it was a fluke? What if it only worked the first time because shrew brains are so simple compared to human ones?
No, if you tell yourself it was a fluke, then you'll treat it as such and believe it's impossible to do it again. So don't even let that thought cross your mind. Just keep going, know that we can do it, and it will be great.
I really thought you'd be more scared than this.
Oh, I'm terrified, but one of us has to keep a clear head and think through things logically, and I guess that has to be me.
Rude.
I'm not used to being the calm one either, okay? These are unprecedented circumstances. If we want to be the first company to get working recovery bots on Earth, then we need to streamline the process as much as possible, starting right now. Most of the issues are coming from creation of the AI, so I'll transfer a few members of my team with programming backgrounds over to your group. With the team shifts, we'll need to adjust individual deadlines. Everyone's probably going to need to work a lot of overtime, which means budgeting additional overtime pay.
We're already doing massive overtime. Any more and we'll never leave the lab.
It won't be forever, just a few months. A few months of no sleep and a ton of stress, and we'll be done. Our names are cemented in history, we can breathe, and we'll finally have a modicum of free time. It'll be worth it, I promise. We just need to buckle down and we'll win. All right?
Only if we can go on vacation in Deimos after.
Far be it from me to say no to a second honeymoon, especially one to a moon. Deimos is...
Yes, I get the joke.
You needed assistance, Luke.
Thanks for getting here so quickly. Weird question. Are you able to do scans for specific materials?
Sure, I can do that. Are you looking for a particular piece of cargo?
Kind of.
Fulfilling his role as token guy, this one lost his wedding ring in the room full of random junk again.
I was doing morning inventory and there was a package that looked like it kind of had some mold on it. I didn't want my ring to get dirty, so I set it down and I must have knocked it over. Could you please scan for it?
I told you, Luke, I've got this.
Piper, it's been 20 minutes already. I think now's about the time to bring in a third set of eyes, or cameras? Which is more polite?
The 20-minute mark is when I hit my stride. I bet I'll find it just as soon as Annie leaves.
Annie, would you please give Piper a hand?
Sure. I'll help you find it before the missus gets mad.
Why would she get mad?
Well, it's the wedding ring. You're not supposed to lose it. That's the rule. Or so I've been told.
If Jolene got upset every time I lost something, she wouldn't have married me. Besides, she's normally the one that helps me find things, just didn't want to bother her this early in the morning.
Perfectly fine with bothering us, though.
You're young. You got energy.
I need my beauty sleep. It takes effort to look this effortlessly beautiful.
I'm not sure if I can still sleep. Does powering down count? Does charging? Is sleeping what makes you real? Am I still real if I can't sleep? Sorry. Any information you can give me about the ring, materials, distinct features, anything that can help. No detail too small.
It's silverly looking, but it's made of tungsten, about this big? I don't know ring sizes. Oh, and a tiny inscription of a very bad drawing of two birds on the inside.
Birds?
Well, they're supposed to be, but there's not a lot of room for details on the inside of a ring, so they're just vaguely bird-shaped lines. I'm not an artist. Please don't scan my face.
Sorry.
You can go back to whatever you were doing, Annie. I've almost got it. I can feel it in my bones.
It's underneath the lamp, to your right.
Okay, but it's not, because I checked there and it wasn't there, and here it is. Get a load of this, Annie. Has Luke ever seen a bird before? Annie? You good?
Have you seen birds?
Like, in general, or?
Yes, in general. When I was alive in my body, there were barely any birds after the Earth evacuation. Are you telling me that there are other birds now?
Shit, you really did this a lot, didn't you?
Are there other birds?
Yes, there's other birds! Please let go of my shirt!
Ah, we did it! We fucking did it!
You and I have very different definitions of letting go of someone's shirt.
Honey, why is Annie twirling Piper?
Birds exist, and she's very happy about it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Should we pull them apart?
Probably.
Sorry! It's fine. Sure woke me up if nothing else. Piper, you good?
Everything is spinning and my brain hurts.
She's fine. Let me guess, you lost something during morning rounds?
Guilty. Speaking of, can I have that back?
Right. You did it. I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Peachy.
I'm really sorry. I just got excited.
We gathered.
So why are you so excited about birds?
Well, the only bird I've ever seen was a chicken. Those were the only birds that got off of Earth during the evacuation. I forgot that NAEs were recovery bots, and we did it. We recovered birds.
I gotta catch you up on like the last 50 years of history.
As long as Luke's finished the inventory and found everything he lost, we'll leave you to that.
I didn't lose anything else.
You sure about that?
Mostly.
Hey, Andrea.
Yeah. I mean, that's the name of one of my creators. Well, one of the names of the creators of the NAEs. Obviously, she's not the creator of the brain. She's not my...
Annie.
Yes.
I'm not a snitch. I won't tell anyone if you don't want me to.
Who
Old
told?
Sandy.
What?
Old Sandy. I met her a few times in jail. Weird lady. She said she helped make the NAEs about 50 years ago. But like nobody believed her. She even said that they put the creator's dead wife's brain.
Co-creator! I was the co-creator of the NAE, not Dr. Rivers' dead wife, not someone who helped design it. The co-creator, Dr. Andrea Ellory, not Rivers. Ellory.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's fine. I can't get mad at you for that. I mean, the obituary didn't get it right. How would you know? It shouldn't matter. Andrea's dead. I'm not her. Not anymore. I shouldn't care.
All right. You don't want to be her? Don't be her. Be someone completely new. Get a new life and a new name and fuck off to some distant corner of space where nobody knows you even existed. But closing off and pretending like it doesn't hurt doesn't help anyone. It just makes you angry. Look at Terry if you need proof. You don't owe anyone anything. It's your life, your business. But it might help to tell someone. Or it might not. I don't know. I'm not your mom. Christ, I thought the robot had started moving.
It doesn't have a power source yet.
Hence why I'd be concerned if it started moving. So, what brings you to the lab after hours?
God forbid a man take a break from screaming at his computer all day to visit his wife.
At your computer or your assistant's?
A little bit of both. Speaking of, Where are your assistants?
Oh, I sent them home on time today. We finally fixed that weight issue that's been giving us grief, and I only have a few more things left to finalize before the next test on Wednesday, so I figured I'd let them get more than 5 hours of sleep for once.
Wow, you're really hitting your stride with this.
Thank you. Once we finally figured out those last couple bumps, it all started making sense. How's your department doing? I know there's been some roadblocks.
Thanks for reminding me. We've made some progress, but it's going really slowly. Honestly, it's starting to look impossible. At least to get done before phenomena.
No, it's possible. I know it is because we've done it before. We just need to figure out where the issues are this time, and the proposal model worked fine. I'll get the rubber duck.
The duck? Really? I'm a grown man.
You're a programmer. You should be talking through all your problems with this little one.
Christ, this is stupid.
Don't take your anger out on the duck. He did nothing wrong. Now, say what issues have been coming up with the new AI that didn't show up in the Shrewbot.
The Shrewbot? Oh, you mean the one you designed? Yeah, that worked perfectly. Because everything you do is perfect, right?
What? No, that's
Because
not.
I'm just some upstart who can't do anything correctly. And you're some gift from God genius who actually got here on merit and not name.
Emerson, no one is saying that about either of us, just you. I'm sorry for bragging about my team, but you need to stop throwing in the towel every time some new obstacle appears. You are extremely capable. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten this far. Besides, designing a physical model is a lot easier than mapping out a full human brain, especially when you have to deal with the very volatile subject that is Mrs. Doll, day in and day out.
At least it's just a brain, not the whole doll.
This is a very difficult project, and you should be proud of yourself, but I don't like being blamed for your problems.
I'm not blaming you. I hate this whole thing. Can't wait for it to be done.
Me too. Less about hating the whole thing. I'm having a great time, but I am excited for the next adventure. I already started thinking of names.
Feels so weird to do that with the robot in the room.
Why? It doesn't have a power source yet.
Touché.
So, what's stumping you?
Fine. Reactions. No matter how many times we try to map and recreate the brain,
Which is much harder than designing the physical model, and you shouldn't let that discourage you.
I didn't know rubber ducks could talk.
Sorry.
The reaction times are all off. I mean, it can definitely sense dangerous inputs. It can tell if a building's about to fall on it or if the air quality's getting too low and react accordingly, but it doesn't have that sixth sense for danger like living things do. It has a hard time anticipating it without freaking out, and I know those were initial problems in the initial tests with the Shrewbot, but I really hoped we'd be able to figure it out once we got access to an actual human brain. AI is powerful, but it can never perfectly mirror an organic brain. There's always going to be some... I need to talk to the biologists.
Look, I'm not asking for anything crazy here. Just say you can't remember every single sale you've ever made and tell them to leave if they're not buying anything.
Miss O'Day, you're a good customer, and I'm glad for your business, but I'm not going to jail for you.
Jolene, can I?
Sorry, choked on some water. They're not gonna arrest you. They're not the police. It's not illegal to lie to someone who's not a cop. I'm pretty sure.
They're bringing any attention to my store if they don't like my answer. I don't need people asking too many questions about where I get Earth junk from, like that weird fucking robot.
Please, Rusty. How long have we been working together, huh?
Long enough to know that I'm not putting my neck on the line, even for a repeat customer.
Your neck isn't on the line for anything. At least don't snitch the moment they walk in the door, okay? I paid good money for that thing, and I don't want it flushed down the drain.
That was already the plan. Consider it a favor for your continued loyalty to my humble business.
Real favor would be not ratting us out at all.
A real favor was me even telling you in the first place, which I expected a little more thanks for, but sure.
Thank you, Rusty. I'm very grateful you took the time to contact me.
You're welcome, Miss O'Day. See you on the next supply run.
See you then!
Sorry you had to hear that. Someone is. Reverse robotics people have been poking around junk shops on Laverna Station. We don't know for sure that they're looking for you.
But it seems pretty likely. And hell knows Rusty won't take too much convincing to say who bought the malfunctioning robot when pressed.
Is there a way for them to track your location directly?
No, there was a sonar system that approximated NAE's locations, but it only worked while they were on Earth, so not this far out anyways. But the model that was used back in 2299 was pre-programmed to send an alert whenever something left its range.
Probably how they figured out you left Earth, but they can't tell the location once you're out of that range?
No, not with my model anyways. You said we were 2 weeks away from the nearest station, right?
12 days now, give or take a day or two.
Is there any way to get there any faster?
Not if we want the Remora to stay in one piece.
Is that your plan? To leave once we get to Asclepius Station?
It makes the most sense. Less of a connection between me and Earth lets you wipe your hands of everything. Everyone wins. So is there any way to fly this thing any faster without destroying it?
No, the engine's too old. It'll overheat and break if we fly too fast.
What about your backup engine? Surely that'll get you a little bit more speed.
It's supposed to, but that thing hasn't worked for more than a few minutes at a time in years.
I'm a pretty good mechanic. Maybe I could get it working.
You're welcome to try, but Terry's been losing that battle for years, and you're the best mechanic I know, so don't tell them I said that. I will never live it down.
I won't. Thank you. I'll get started on repairs.
If you leave the Remora because you actually want to, then I'm not going to stop you. But if it's just for our sake, then I think you should reconsider.
That's very nice of you, but I don't want you to get involved.
If there are people who are looking to track you down, but they don't have a way to track you directly, the way they're going to find you is through Rusty's pawn shop. That'll lead them to us long before it leads them to you. If there's a thing to get involved in, I already got us involved the moment I brought you on board. You leaving now wouldn't make much of a difference.
Not for us, at least. It'd be a lot safer for you if you were to get off at the next station, because then there'd be one more separation between you and Laverna.
So don't leave because you think it would make things better for us, because we kind of want you to stay. Leave if you think it'll keep you safer, just either way. I'm not letting some RRD asshole hurt you.
No one on this ship makes any sense! You don't know me. You didn't know I was anything more than a sassy computer until yesterday. I'm not a real person.
You keep saying that.
Because it's true! Sure, I'm not an AI, but I'm still just the shadow of a life that somebody else lived. I have no right to claim her memories, or her experiences, or her accomplishments, because I'm not her. Or at least I hope I'm not her, because then that means I deserve this.
I don't think that's true. Look, I don't know who you were before this, or who the person whose brain you were cloned off of was, if you want to get technical about it, but the Annie I'm familiar with is a person who doesn't want to see other people get hurt. A person who seems to care more about the group of people she met last week than herself sometimes. I don't think that person deserves pain. And I do think you're a person. I don't give a shit about, the science of it. That's just what I believe.
And Even if we do go based on science, I still think you count as a person. What is a person if not a body controlled by a brain? You've got a brain. You've got a body. You're a person.
I guess that makes sense.
And if RRD comes crawling after you, we'll just shove you in the broom closet and say we don't know what they're talking about. I'm already good at lying to cops. How much harder can it be to lie to some tech bros?
Probably not much. How does one discover that they're good at lying to cops?
By lying to the cops. Practice makes perfect. What? I had a life before becoming a courier.
Systems, have you started recording?
We are rolling.
4th of November, 2299. NAE prototype test number 13. Systems check.
All systems a go. Awaiting further instructions.
Arms. Legs. Reactions test 1. Reactions test 2. Reactions test 3. Test 3, Miss Thomas. Test 3 is done. Back away. Test 13 complete. No visible bugs in movement or cognition. Further troubleshooting to be conducted in test 14.
We did it! We actually did it!
Did you have these out?
Yes! It didn't work the other 12 times, but it did this time!
We'll still need to run a few more tests just to make sure there aren't things we didn't notice the first time around. There could be issues below the surface.
Hun, just enjoy the moment for once.
But we still did it.
Not a problem. Just need to make a few more adjustments. Easy.
Need any help with anything?
Sorry, I didn't mean to do something.
No, it's fine. As long as you know what you're doing.
I do.
Great. So is that a yes or?
If you're going to kill me, just do
I
it
don't
already!
want to kill you.
I know! You don't like me. You've made no secret of that fact, and I can't blame you. Honestly, if I was in your shoes right now, I'd probably be just as suspicious and hostile, and honestly, probably just as much of an asshole to me as you have been. It makes perfect sense to kill me now and be done with all of this confusion. But if you're going to, I'd like you to say it to my face. I don't like being lied to.
Oh, you don't, do you?
That was a bit hypocritical of me, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit. I promise I just want to help with repairs. No murder.
How generous of you. Well, pick up a screwdriver. O2 gave me permission to make some adjustments to the backup engine, but I can't get a hold of this new model.
It's 20 years old.
And my knowledge of technology only goes up to 50 years ago. You know, when they shoved me inside of a robot against my will. Cut me some slack.
Thanks for helping with my hand earlier, by the way.
Uh-huh.
It's feeling a lot better.
Glad to hear it.
I didn't know you were a person, okay?
I'm aware.
I didn't know I was saying all that to someone that could actually get hurt by it.
And that makes it fine.
No, doesn't. It's still shitty.
You tried to contest O2 when she said to keep me on the ship. You wanted
You
gone.
literally told me to kill you and sell you for parts, and besides, it wasn't because I disagreed. It was because I'm not a fan of her making sweeping decisions like that without asking anybody else for their opinions. I mean, she's not even technically the captain, just de facto co-captain alongside Jolene, but she does this all the time, and it's really fucking annoying. Though I suppose I did come across as, actually, I think we should kill her in the moment. Poor timing.
I get that. Either way, you're still getting what you want. The whole purpose of this is to get me off the ship and onto the nearest station as soon as possible.
I'm sorry. You were right. I was a dick. Even if I was scared around you, I could have been a lot kinder. And nobody works on a ship like this if they have a squeaky clean background and a bunch of job offers lined up. So I am not entitled to your dramatic backstory. That being said, I would appreciate a little clarity in the future, especially if I'm going to be alone in a room with you and power tools. So.
Glad to see we're still on the whole evil robot might kill me in my sleep train.
Okay, more like secretive stowaway. I've been extremely rude to might kill me, which I feel like that's a reasonable fear.
It is. I'm not going to, but I have to respect a healthy level of suspicion.
What's the song called?
Oh, I'm sorry. Piper showed me how to use the radio. I can turn it off if it's distracting.
No, I like it. Sad. I like sad music.
I don't think it's sad per se, just... I don't know. Contemplative? I like playing it when I work. My parents. This was a song they liked. They were Earth scavengers before any of the rules or regulations, before rest stops like Laverna Station opened up. They didn't have gear or training or anything, just a crappy ship and a lack of options outside of scrapping. I stayed with my grandparents most of the time, but Mom and Dad would call me as often as they could when they were gone. Well, when I was really little, they'd sing me songs or tell me stories to help me fall asleep. They promised me that one day they'd find something big enough to stop needing to go to Earth, a holy grail of abandoned trash that would let us move to a nice station where they could get normal jobs and see me every day. Over time, the Earth's atmosphere made the voices over the radio get weaker and scratchier. My grandma said that it was just the static, but they sounded the same in person. They got too sick to work at all when I was 12 and when I was 13. I don't have lungs anymore. This mechanical body was designed to survive Earth the way an organic one can't. But I don't think my mind could have taken one more day there. I would have lost it. Maybe I already have. God, this song was old even when my parents were kids. It must seem ancient to you. let me see if I can go find something more contemporary.
What were their names? If you don't mind me asking.
Claire and Sam.
Claire and Sam had good taste in music.
They did. I swear that one day that when I had kids, I named them after one of those songs.
Oh, lost that chance, huh? Fuck, I got fully screwed out of an entire life, didn't I? What the hell is left?
Future.
Maybe I should track down and murder my creator once I leave the ship.
Okay, I did just say the future. That sounds a little bit more like the past.
Make him feel what it's like to lose everything in a moment.
I'm gonna go.
No, Wow, I'm really not helping with the whole murder robot thing, am I?
No, but to be fair, if I had to create a list of people who deserve to be stalked across the galaxy and brutally murdered, the creep who thought of taking a human brain and shoving it into a metal exoskeleton, then putting said exoskeleton on an abandoned planet to pick up trash for the rest of eternity would be pretty high up that list.
Is this a list you've put a lot of thought into?
Not much, but enough. It's mostly old asshole bosses, an ex-girlfriend, and a few politicians. Be perfectly happy to add another name, though.
Why your ex-girlfriend?
So you know how you got really uncomfortable and looked like you were gonna throw up out of fear when I tried asking you about your personal life for the first time?
Point taken.
Come in. Miss Toms, welcome. I'll be with you in a minute. I just need to finish up a few last pieces of paperwork before we start the mass production process. Whoever invented paperwork was an evil, evil individual.
Definitely. Actually, I kind of need to talk to you first before you submit anything immediately, please.
I promise in just a few moments you'll have my full attention.
Dr. Ellory, there's something wrong with the AI.
And why did you only tell me this while I was actively filling out the final paperwork?
I'm sorry,
This is ridiculous. I'll go get Dr. Rivers.
No, please don't get him. He can't know I was here. Please don't tell him anything.
Miss Toms, you have about 10 seconds to explain to me why you are not only asking me to not disclose important details about our work potentially being broken to my colleague and co-head of this project, but to keep secrets from my husband.
I don't know how to explain it without showing you.
Then show me. Show me what it is you waited until the last possible minute to tell me.
Thank God, someone competent. Dr. Ellory, make your assistant let me out of this chair before I call the cops.
Why is it talking like that? What happened to it?
Hello? I'm right here.
Miss Toms, tell me what is going on.
I was under the impression that
And I agreed to fund your little project, that you would know to treat me with a bit more respect. I would hardly consider kidnapping under the category of respect. Gwendolyn, are we finally talking to me now instead of pretending like my ears have stopped working?
You're Gwendolyn Doll.
Last I checked.
Cassandra, what the hell is happening?
I'm sorry.
What did you do?
I didn't want to. I mean, he made me swear not to tell anyone, had me sign an NDA and everything.
What did you do?
The backdoor cloning. The method we were going to implement with the dead organisms on Earth. I used it on Mrs. Doll's brain. There's no AI. There's some, but it's been combined with Mrs. Doll's mirror clone brain. Dr. Rivers said that it would be just to use as a roadmap, that there'd be nothing left alive or conscious, and be just enough brain matter to retain reaction times and instinct. But he was wrong. Sometimes, I don't have exact statistics, I haven't been able to run any tests yet, but when cortisol levels spike, the rest of the brain, it lights up and takes over the AI, but then completely shuts down a few hours later, leaving just a shell that works fine, but not completely up to standard. I don't know how this is happening. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know why Dr. Rivers doesn't seem more concerned that this is happening. Dr. Ellory, have to help me fix this. You are the only person Dr. Rivers can't intimidate into going along with this. I don't know what to do.
How many of me are there?
They haven't started mass production yet, so there's you and about a dozen other prototypes. Only 3 have woken up, I guess.
I have to die.
3 more times?
I suppose.
I told Nicole when I volunteered that everything would be fine. I told her that I'd keep living. I told her that she wouldn't have to worry about me anymore. I can't die 3 more times. I can't do that to her.
Gwendolyn.
Untie me. Let me out of this chair. I need to talk to her.
I can't let you.
I don't care what you can or cannot do. I'm not spending another fucking second in this room. Let me out of here. I need to talk to her.
It hurts.
Awaiting further instructions.
Miss Toms? Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I want you to send me a copy of every single file or correspondence that you can find regarding mirror cloning from an anonymous account. After that, I want you to inform the factory that we will be immediately postponing any mass production until a significant bug is fixed. If Dr. Rivers asks any questions, tell him I wanted to make a few last-minute edits to the code. You told me nothing.
Dr. Ellory.
This conversation never happened. You told me nothing about the mirror cloning. You had no idea that I know anything. I found out about it completely on my own. Understood?
Understood.
Get back to your work. I'll get the robot back to the group. What happened today will never happen again. I promise. Promise. I'll fix everything. Ready when you are. Just need to warm up the thrusters.
You okay, Terry?
No, definitely not.
Oh, always a reassuring thing to hear from a mechanic.
Well, it's been nice knowing you all. I'll see you in hell.
It will work, I'm sure of it. Even if I wasn't, we need to get going on this and fast. The longer I'm on the ship, the longer R&D has to find me, and the longer you're associated with me. I'm not keeping you all in danger for another moment than I have to. Besides, the worst thing that can happen is the backup engine breaking again.
Which is something we can handle.
Are you trying to convince us or yourself?
Yep.
It will work. It has to. Have a bit of confidence in us.
It's not confidence in us, it's confidence in the backup engine, which is something I do not have.
Thrusters ready, and once again, I would like to emphasize that you don't need to leave in a hurry for our sake.
Yes, I do. It's safer for everyone.
We are well past the point of safety. Might as well stick with the group.
Whose fault is it that we're on safe?
Oh my god, I do not need this right now.
Both of you need to shut the hell up.
Seconded. Engaging double engine mode in 3, 2, 1.
Worked. Holy shit, it worked!
All systems operational. We should be hitting top speed in about 30 seconds.
Don't get too excited yet. It's only been a few seconds.
Let them celebrate, honey. Backup engine hasn't worked this well since we bought it.
And all we needed to do was to have somebody other than Terry look at it.
God forbid I revel in my success for more than like 5 seconds. Good job, Annie.
If we keep going at this current speed, how long will it take us to get to Asclepius Station?
If everything keeps working properly, should be about 5 days.
That's still an if. Things could still go wrong.
Oh, don't put that energy out into the universe.
Someone here needs to be realistic.
Realistic or pessimistic?
Oh, I think it's optimistic. Somebody doesn't want the scary robot gone anymore.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate having someone else around who knows their way around a toolbox.
I bet that's not the only thing you hope she knows her way around.
The hell was that?
Oh, 2, turn off the engines now!
What is happening?
We're in a tractor beam. Something's halting us.
That's an RRD ship.
God damn it. I'm gonna kill Rusty. Couldn't just tell them our name. Had to go and let them know our full course.
I bet the RRD paid him off. That or they made up some bullshit charge to threaten them with. That's what we did to old Cassandra in
Shut
jail.
the fuck up, Piper. This isn't the time for your prison story.
Cassandra? This is the SS Remora, am I correct?
Yes, Bosun Octavia O'Day speaking. Now, would you mind telling us why you halted us without warning in the middle of transit?
Miss O'Day, this is Dr. Anthony Rivers of Rivers Robotics Development. We have reason to believe that you may have recently acquired private company property. We will be sending down a retrieval pod momentarily to collect said property. Is that all right with you?
Sorry, I think you have the wrong people. I don't remember having any RRD stuff on board. Is there something specific you're looking for?
The owner of Rusty's Resales on Laverna Station informed us that you purchased a first-generation NAE from them 2 weeks ago. Is that correct?
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I totally forgot those were RRD. Oh my gosh, yeah, I did. Got completely screwed over on the price, too. Ugh. Rusty said it'd help with cleaning and repairs, but the damn thing barely functioned. We took it apart after like 2 days. It was way more trouble than it was worth.
I see. You wouldn't mind if we sent out the retrieval pod to collect the disassembled parts then, would you?
Actually, I do mind a little bit, yeah. I paid good money for that thing. I have a right to at least try to make some of it back through scrapping.
In that case, how much are you looking to sell the pieces for?
Look, sir, thank you for the offer, but we already have a buyer lined up, so...
We'll match it.
That's very generous of you, but we're focused on keeping a sense of buyer-seller loyalty, you know? Gotta keep in their good graces, so...
We'll be sending someone down shortly.
Listen here, asshole!
I do not have the pieces ready within the next few minutes.
Closet in the crew quarters, the one next to O2's bunk. There's a hole behind the air conditioner. Hide there.
Listen, dickhead! Withholding private company property is a crime! You will have the NAE ready when the retrieval pod arrives.
Jolene, I'm turning the engines back on. If you set them to full speed, it'll be enough to break out of the tractor beam.
Don't make this any more difficult than it needs to be.
No, that won't work. It'll burn out the engines.
Yeah, eventually, but not until we break out of the beam at least. Just try it.
I suggest you start cooperating immediately. We are willing to use force.
Fuck you.
Stop!
it's me. I'm the NAE, and I'm still intact, okay? The crew is just being possessive. I'll come along quietly. Please don't harm the crew.
Thank you for being cooperative. I expect we won't find any difficulties when we get down there.
You won't. I promise, Annie. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Annie, what the hell are you doing?
You don't know what I am. You think I'm a weird, broken AI that you wanted to keep around because it was good at doing jobs around the ship. None of you know anything about mirror cloning.
Is this some weird self-sacrificing hero shit, or
I made this bed, not you. I'm the one who needs to lie in it.
What are you talking about? You didn't choose to get put in the NAE.
But I'm the reason there are NAEs in the first place. I made them. It's my fault. I wanted to do something good, but it didn't work. And I couldn't stop him from hurting people to get ahead. Not even his own wife.
Annie, please.
Andrea Ellory tried to be a good person. She didn't succeed. And now she's not here to make up for her mistakes. So now I have to.
Bullshit! You don't know anyone anything. You don't now, and you didn't before you were cloned.
Maybe. I'm sorry. I tried so hard to keep you from getting involved, but I failed. Again. I'll miss you.
Honey, can you please explain why you paused production right before launch?
Were you planning on telling me at some point?
What?
Were you ever going to tell me how you made the AI finally work? Were you just going to keep on lying to me?
How'd you find out? Did Miss Thomas tell you?
Her name is Cassandra Thomas Emerson. Get it right. And no, I didn't need her to tell me anything. God, what is wrong with you? What could have possibly made you think that doing that to a human being is remotely justifiable?
I'm trying to fix it. I'm working on making the frequency they become conscious go down.
How do you know they aren't all conscious? How do you know that they aren't all present and watching and unable to scream for help? How do you know that whatever you're doing to their brains, illegally, I might add, isn't trapping countless minds in a living hell with no control over their own movements? Forcing them to watch eternally as bodies that don't belong to them trudge their minds across a polluted, broken, forsaken planet alone. Gwendolyn is dead. Emerson, any cloned copy of her brain that you put into one of those exoskeletons will hemorrhage and die within hours upon awakening. Do you know what that means? That means that you are sentencing someone to die 1,000 times over. Someone whose worst crime was being a little bit of an asshole while actively dying of a respiratory disease. It's not too late to fix this. I want you to send me the last version of the code you were using before you started implementing the brains. We are going to pick it apart, line by line, for something salvageable and actually create the code that we set out to make instead of taking this disgusting shortcut.
Shortcut? You think this was a shortcut?
Yes, Emerson, I do. I think that you didn't want to put in the actual effort required to create a real code, so you took the next best option and tried to pass it off as something that it isn't. And the worst part is you didn't even have to cut corners. You could actually do the planned code. If you put your mind to it, you know it's not impossible. Was the thought of actually working so daunting that you decided you'd rather torture someone than put in a bit more effort than normal?
So now I'm an upstart and lazy. God. Anything to make you feel like you're better than me. So sick of you looking down on me all the time.
For the last time, I don't look down on you.
You do! You think that just because I had a slight advantage in life, that negates all the hard work I do. That if my name wasn't Rivers, I wouldn't be able to get in the ring to have my work seen. You do realize that if you weren't connected to that name through me, Doll Affiliated never would have invested in the NAE. You benefit from my name every day of your life, even if you can't get your head out of your own ass and get over whatever hang-ups you have about making sure your last name doesn't fade away.
Are you actually still hung up on that? You said it was fine as long as when we had kids they'd take your last name.
I just said that because I was tired of arguing with you all the time.
I didn't think it was an argument.
Of course you didn't! Because you never noticed anything about how I feel. I have shit to contribute to. You're just mad that I found a new way to control the robots that doesn't involve your true design, that's impossible to do with humans.
Just because you can't figure something out immediately doesn't mean it's impossible.
So now I don't work hard enough.
Cut it out! Cut it out with this woe is me, my wife thinks she's so much better than me bullshit. I don't care. I don't care about your stupid insecurities right now because you are actively torturing a human being.
That's not
I
what...
sent Gwendolyn's brain back to the Doll family.
You what?
It's in transit, on its way to her daughter right now. That means no more mirror cloning her. No more taking dead brain matter and hoping it doesn't reactivate. You and I are going to buckle down and figure out how to do this the right way. Maybe we'll have to start over. Maybe Phenomenon Tech will beat us in the Earth race, but we are not continuing down your path, and I am not going to entertain any arguments. Either you agree to do this the right way, or I send a copy of every single file I've found to as many people as possible and sink this entire ship with both of us on it.
Honey?
And don't you fucking dare call me honey again!
Andrea? Do you think I enjoy this? Do you think I like the fact this is the only way I could make the impossible real? I hate it! I hate that we're doing this to Miss Doll, no matter how annoying she was. She didn't deserve this. This will do more good than bad. We'll be able to bring back technology, progress, and species that people thought were lost in time. Think of how many people that will help.
They'll still get that if Phenomenon launches their recovery bot first. We'll just have to settle for second place.
Happy to put our names in the history books.
Not like this. I'd rather die nameless than have any part of this.
You're right. It's not worth it. We'll start over. We'll do it right this time. And if we aren't first place, then at least we hit the finish line.
Thank you.
I don't want to lose you, Andrea.
I don't want to lose you either. I love you. I always will. No matter what you do, there will always be some deep part of you that loves you, but I don't know how to look at you right now.
I understand. I'll get my computer and send over the code.
I love you too.
Buy a girl a drink first.
Quiet.
Or what?
Or I power you down right now.
Oh no, I get 3 less minutes of life? Stop pretending like this is anything more than an elaborate execution. You didn't bring me here with the intention of letting me leave alive. Just pull the trigger already.
You can go. If our priority was to get rid of you, I would have powered you down the moment you stepped off that scrapper ship. That's what we've done with every single other broken first generation NAE. But Dr. Rivers insisted. Did I say you could speak? I have no problem shutting you down right here and now. He can wait until another one of you pops up on the radar if he's so determined to figure out why you keep breaking. Glad to see you can at least follow some directions. Truthfully, if it were up to me, we wouldn't have put a single ounce of effort into finding you. Let those smugglers do what they want. What do I care about some outdated pile of metal? But I'm not the one calling the shots. If it makes the old man happy, I don't care what he does. Let Dad go on his wild goose chases. Whatever keeps me in the will.
So you're his... Never mind. I don't know why I even bothered to ask. Of course you are. Of course he moved on. Why wouldn't he? That would actually require him to take care of himself for once instead of relying on somebody else. How old are you?
Excuse me?
I want to know how long it took him to find somebody new. How old are you?
What are you?
You don't know who I am, do you?
Anthony, could you please leave me to conduct the examination on my own?
Not sure that's safe. It appears to be slightly erratic.
You don't need to worry about me. I'll be fine. I said I'm fine. Can handle it.
Thanks for offering to help, Anthony.
Dr. Rivers, you're a grown man. I don't need this from you.
Your son isn't very mature.
Yes, he's always been difficult.
You did a shit job raising him. Or did you leave all the work to your wife again and we have her to blame for his lovely personality? What's his mother's name?
Daphne.
Thank God. For a moment there, I thought you'd repurposed more than just my brain. Glad to see you at least have some standards. Any other kids?
Why are you asking this?
Just catching up. Apparently, I've missed a lot in the past 50 years. Did you know that there's birds now? Wild. So, do you have any other kids?
Yes. Ben and Carter.
Never pegged you as the type to do the ABC name theme. Must have been Daphne's idea. Definitely wouldn't have been mine. You know who I am, don't you?
Yes.
Who am I? Don't be shy. Say my name.
You're Andrea.
Andrea. What? Dr. Andrea Rivers passed away on the 19th of December, 2299 from a sudden heart attack at only 29 years old. She is survived by her loving husband, Dr. Emerson Rivers, a passionate and hard-working soul. She will be remembered for her contributions to robotics and Earth recovery through her assistance in the creation of the NAE. Those were the opening lines in my obituary.
I know. I've regretted them since the day I wrote them.
Well, you had 50 years to fix them, at least on your own fucking website.
I didn't want to think about it. That's no excuse, I know, but I felt sick to my stomach every time I thought about you.
I wouldn't want to think about someone I killed either. Although I suppose killed isn't the right word. If I was dead, then the brains would have hemorrhaged and died within hours of waking up. So I assume you must have kept it alive in some sort of stasis. Is it still alive?
No. I figured out how to make the AI work a few months after the release of the first NAEs. And we had it cremated. You're resting now. You're right. It was possible. Phenomenon had already rolled out their bots too by then, but nothing past the first generation of NAEs uses any cloned material, I promise.
Why am I here?
Because I'm sorry.
For what?
For all the awful things I did. I've lived a horrible life.
Do you want to be a little bit more specific?
For lying to you, for putting the company before what was right, for turning you into this. For ending your life.
Is that it? Is that all you're sorry for? How about I give you some good jumping off points?
Help you out, just like old times. How about I'm sorry for not giving you the dignity of a real end? I'm sorry for putting you into a coma and using your still living brain to win a race. I'm sorry for sending thousands of copies of you to wander aimlessly across the planet that killed your parents in a body that won't die. Or how about I'm sorry for making you apologize to me every time I got in my own head about not being able to do something perfectly the first time around. I'm sorry for never apologizing to you once over the course of our entire marriage. How about I'm sorry for picking a name for my kid that starts with the same first two letters as yours.
Do any of these options seem suitable? Do any of them seem at all genuine? I tried so hard to pretend like what you did didn't affect me, because I'm not the person it happened to. I'm not the one that got stabbed by her husband because he couldn't handle being second best. That was someone who died 50 years ago. So why should I care? I'm not her. I'm not even a real person. If I was, you wouldn't have sent thousands of copies of me to Earth. You don't do that to a person. You do that to a tool that you've now deluded yourself into believing mattered to you, that believed she mattered.
You mattered to me!
A group of people that had met less than a month ago treat me more like a person than you ever did. They don't know who I am. They don't know my name. Hell, they've never even seen my face. They saw a hunk of metal in a Beighley human shape and decided to give it a chance. They decided to protect that soulless husk, even if it meant jeopardizing themselves. God, they're idiots with a death wish, and I love them so fucking much.
And now you've torn me away from them for a story that I don't even believe!
I'm not asking you to forgive me. That's not what this is.
Then what is it then? Because right now, it seems like a sad attempt at trying to absolve yourself.
I needed you to know how much I regret hurting you.
Hurting me!
Murdering you. I murdered you. And I've spent every moment of the last 50 years wishing that I hadn't.
Can't have been every single moment. You found a new family. And if you were really sorry for what you did to me, you'd let me go back to mine.
I can't. You know, I can't let you do that.
Right. Because I could tell them everything about you and ruin your own little family business. Well, they don't know anything about you, all right? They think I'm a weird, broken AI with far too much personality, and I don't intend on telling them anything else.
You don't?
Do you think that they'd let me stay on their ship if they knew what kind of person I was? Sure, they're friendly with the weird little robot, but someone who couldn't prevent this? I'd be scraps.
You swear they don't know you're a clone.
Are you in any position to ask me to promise anything? I swear they know nothing about the mirror cloning or Andrea Ellory.
Right. Well, thank you for that.
You can thank me by correcting my obituary and letting me get back to the Remora. Maybe that'll help absolve you.
And you won't say anything, even to the crew.
Either they'll abandon me for it, or you'll find some new way to silence me, like you did with Cassandra.
How did you...
Get her sentence dropped! I told that girl that I would take care of her, and unlike you, I actually intend to keep my promises.
Of course she was the one who told you. Never could keep her mouth shut.
Which is why you needed some bullshit charge to get her arrested. Clearly, you have the connections. Get her out, or Anthony finds out his dad is a murderer.
You've never let anything stop you in your life, have you? Not money, not competition, not even me. I always admired that about you. Fine. I'll get her sentence dropped. You and your merchant friends can go pick her up. I'll have Anthony escort you back to them.
And how do I know that you won't just have us arrested the moment we show up at the prison?
Officer Green, I was going through my desk this morning and I found something that relates to the Tom's case back in 2299. Can I send it over to you?
Are you sure, sir? It's been closed for decades. We were...
I've recently found something that I strongly believe will prove her innocence. I'm sending it over now. I want that woman free. If I say anything to the contrary in the future, don't believe me. That woman goes free as soon as possible. If the evidence doesn't arrive within a week, requisition file number 28B for my address. You have my address on file, correct?
Yes, we do, but Dr.
These are direct orders. RRD's technology has been incredibly useful to your precinct, and I'd hate to have to discontinue my support.
Understood. to it. I'll reopen the page.
You know where Miss Thomas is being held, I assume.
Yes. So is that it? I can leave?
Yes. You may. I truly did love you, Andrea. I know there's nothing I can say that can convince you of that. But it's true.
I love you too, Emerson.
Anthony, please escort the NAE back to its ship. I've changed my mind.
Dad, are you?
I've changed my mind.
If this is how you treat your new family, then I'm glad I never made one with you.
We fly halfway across the solar system to find this thing, and now you want me to just give it back to the scrappers?
Yes.
Sure. Fine. Whatever you say, sir.
Why did it take you this long to talk to just one of me? According to that asshole, usually you send someone to kill me all over again. Why this sudden change of heart?
Daphne. She passed away a few months ago. Stomach cancer. We didn't catch it until it had already progressed too far. She died with a smile on her face, surrounded by her friends and family. She looked so peaceful after she went. I stole that from you, and I couldn't follow her without confronting that. I needed at least one of you to get closure.
Well, I can't make promises for the other thousands of me. But if you keep your word, then consider this version at peace.
Why do you think they wanted to keep us here?
To make sure she didn't tell us too much. They're covering their tracks.
If they wanted to do that, they would have sent someone in here to question us by now.
And if they ever get around to it, we aren't saying shit.
Obviously. We're not rats, right?
What do you think is taking them so long?
It's probably better if we don't think about it.
I can't just not think about it. You already know how sick they are. What if they're hurting her? What if they're taking her apart piece by piece to see what makes her tick? What if
Thinking about it isn't going to stop it. Hopefully, none of that is happening. And Annie's perfectly fine. Probably not, but we just need to wait and see what happens.
just wait while they do God knows what to her? I mean, who gives a shit if they're fancy corporate people, right? Like, whatever happened to treating her like a member of the crew? I can't sit around here and do nothing while they hurt her. The rest of you do whatever you want. I'm going on their ship to... Hi, Annie.
You're stuck with me now. I'm not going anywhere. If you'll still have me?
Of course, we still want you, Annie. If that's what you're still going by, I guess it's pretty similar anyways. I just wanted to clarify.
Annie is perfect. It's a person name and it's mine.
All right then, Annie.
Welcome back.
How the flying fuck did you convince those weirdos to let you go?
Guilt tripping and swearing yourself to secrecy go a long way. Speaking of, could we make a stop after Asclepius station?
Where did you have in mind?
Well, there's someone I'd like to introduce you to. Someone who the police have been specifically told not to rearrest under any circumstances and is not known for keeping her mouth shut for very long. Someone who I think would make for a great member of the crew if she wanted. Could we go pick her up?
Oh, I know exactly who Annie is talking about, and I am totally on board.
I mean, I don't know about picking someone up who's new this soon.
I vote yes.
So do I.
Same.
Fuck it, why not? I vote yes too.
All right. I guess we're picking someone up.
If someone could tell me where we're going, I'll go recalibrate the autopilot.
I got you. Terry,
Yeah.
thank you for actually meaning it when you apologized.
I might be an asshole, but I am not a liar, so.
I don't think you're an asshole. Well, not entirely, at least.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go clean off the toolkit. I left it in the engine room. Okay. Welcome home, Annie.
Welcome home.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, stay! Stay, get back here! Yeah. Okay. Ready?